Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Black Mirror 3. So, we got the pictures that actually exonerate us and instead of incriminate us, unless of course we're crazy and we're hallucinating what the folder of photos and negatives actually has in it. Which I think pretty much means we just need to go talk to Victoria, our great grandmother in Black Mirror manner. There's things certainly that could happen. Like I could walk out of here, out of this area, and get arrested. I could get kidnapped by the order. That's still a possibility, or just kidnapped by anybody, really. Since that's already happened once. Lady Victoria may be dead by the time we get there. Any of the workers or the nurse may very well be working for the order too. It did occur to me we saw some letters that had M, and we assumed the M was for Murray. There's also Mordred, you know? Mortis, the bad guy, and the good brother from the old time. So those letters could have actually been written by, like, me being possessed by Mortis.
Palace. I wonder if Murray even has the right to use that name.
So, it seems like I can just fast travel, so let's just fast travel. If I'm gonna run into something, it will trigger it immediately.
There she is again. The white lady from the shack. What? Oh, she's coming closer. Whoa, she's floating like a ghost. What if she is one? Keep calm, Darren. At least it would be better than one of those hellhounds. A friendly ghost is actually fine, particularly when it's so beautiful. Also, sad.
So,
Should I follow her? Into the realm of the dead, or what? Oh, whatever. I've still got a whole packet of Halo Paradox with me. If the whole thing gets a bit too crazy for me, I'll take one.
Halo Paradox does not sound like a real medicine.
Where's she gone now? Strange. I hardly let her out of my sight.
You moved 2 feet, and then you didn't follow. Alright, so this would have been to Wormhill. This is to the castle. We were going to the castle anyways. It started raining because we triggered something.
Open for me? I hope the ghost is some kind of angel. This isn't the gate to hell.
These are bad lines of dialogue. Maybe they make more sense in their what I assume is original German, or like any single line there would be alright, but the fact that they are being said so close together is a problem. So there's a castle garden over here we could look at. There's a way to the gate. Again, you have 2 different exits that are right next to each other.
Huh. The scaffolding is just asking to be climbed on. But unfortunately, I can't see any open windows. Anyway, it would be impossible to climb on it quietly without being noticed.
Do I really need to even sneak in?
You can hardly see any signs of the fire on the west wing. It almost seems as though these old walls just didn't want to collapse.
What else do we have to click on? Another Minher.
It's certainly decorative, if you like having boulders in your garden.
So I can go in the entrance. It doesn't seem like there's a way to go over to the stables. So let's just see if we can go in the front door. Like, we're really not trying to sneak in here and trick people. Secondary scene. This is new. We have Death's Head, which I was always weird.
A huge skull above the door. Makes you feel right at home.
And then a
Whatever's
cement
being
mixer.
mixed in here, it can't be cement. Otherwise, there'd be a pile of sand nearby. I hope the construction guys know what they're doing.
Is there anything else even to click on? No, let's see if the door opens. Looks like they're opening up Black Mirror Castle to us, so we might have to wander around the castle quite a lot.
There are people in the hall. Construction guys, I guess. I'd better go another way. Otherwise, Sister Antolini is sure to get wind that I'm in the castle.
And I guess he's avoiding Sister Antolini because she kicked him out before. And I guess he just assumed she would kick him out again.
A pane of glass is missing, but it still works.
So we have a lamp that we could click on for no reason. Alright, so we'll probably have to do something eventually with that. Alright, well, back to the garden. Honestly, it's not a lot of work to have an animator draw a Black Mirror Castle once and then sketch over that and trace it to make slightly different versions. I really would like to see them solve the riddle of these menhirs, and I think the idea is kind of obvious that both the castle and the church were built on some pagan magical lands.
It's certainly
and
decorative.
that there was,
if you like having boulders in your garden,
more magic centered around that. We may have to find every menhir, or however it's pronounced, in the game at some point at the end.
a bit small for having a barbecue, but there's the garden for that. Why do I constantly have the feeling that a big monkey is sitting up there throwing barrels at me?
Little Donkey Kong reference. Folding the ladder.
The ladder is too short to reach the first floor. I should look for another way. To say it's dilapidated would be a serious understatement.
Seems kind of ridiculous that we were chasing after the ghost and we lost her. But that is right in line with this game, though. Is you do something and then it just abruptly ends.
And then the large surrounding garden begins. The fitting description would be wilderness.
There's another menhir.
It's certainly decorative, if you like having boulders in your garden.
So there must be an item that we eventually get that interacts with these.
There's even more garbage lying around here. There used to be fireworks in here. I might be able to lure the construction guys out of the house for a moment with a firework like this. But these ones here are unusable.
So we get a hint that we need fireworks.
It looks even older than the castle, if that's at all possible.
If I heard fireworks and I identified them as fireworks and not small explosions or gunshots, I don't see a reason why I would ever go towards them. And if I misidentified fireworks as gunshots or explosions, I definitely am not going to go towards them. Alright, this is major damage to the kitchen. But again, not super hard to trace. At least some of the lines.
The kitchen looks like a real mess. Lewis must have started the blaze here. There's nothing left to eat here. The most I could hope for here is smoked meat.
Now, Darren in the second game never really went down the cellar door and into the area that we would know about because we played the first game.
Oh look, a wheelbarrow. Used to transport drunken workers.
He's making jokes when you really shouldn't be right now.
It's an iron sealing truss.
Yeah, you always get in a weird position when you have games like this that different characters in the same place, so the player knows more than the
An empty pot.
character you're playing as.
Heated up their lunch in it. I have no idea what I could do with a pot at the moment. I think I'll leave it here.
So I have to figure out what I need the pot for first before I can do anything with it. Yeah. It often causes frustration in games when I know I need to pick something up like that pot. Because I know I'm going to need it for something.
There's a candle.
And it just says no.
If I don't have a flashlight, I should at least take this with me.
So we can take the candle.
No crockery left in here. All gone in the fire, I guess.
Let's see. This door should open.
Judging by the state of this door, it'll create a level of noise equivalent to a collapsing house when you open it.
So we can't open it because of damage. Is there anything else to look for? Not really. So to the hall we go. Now in the first game, when we exited this room,
just don't step on a creaky floorboard.
This room exited to a dining room.
Damn, it'd be impossible to sneak past them unnoticed. I have to distract them somehow.
But it just skipped that room in the second game, and clearly it's just gonna skip that room in the third game. So they changed how it works. Alright. I think we are going to end up wandering around the entire city. We may very well just have to go everywhere to find fireworks. Unless they're in the greenhouse. I don't really see a reason here to...
Not exactly what you'd expect from a castle garden.
Like, be happy with
like
revisiting locations from previous games. It's not like anything super amazing happened.
It's more like an orangery, where lemon trees are housed over the winter.
Is orangery a real word? I guess...
If I remember correctly, Victoria's in the castle, not in the greenhouse.
I guess I'm slightly happy that this scene did not require a bunch of things to click on. But kind of obvious that in the next act we're going to spend a lot of time. Just a ton of time wandering around this area. Am I missing something? Nope. So I'm kind of hoping what will happen is I'll go back in the forest and I'll find the ghost. We could try the intercom.
The gate's open. Why should I ring the bell?
How about to announce yourself and not get arrested for trespassing? You're almost certainly your bail conditions would say do not return to Black Mirror Castle. Do not return to the scene of the crime. So can I go over here?
I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get myself lost in the woods, I'd rather stay on the road.
So that's still very annoying that such an obvious path is there. I would have definitely put some bushes or brush on the ground, and then eventually you would have had a reason to cut the bushes and brush. Maybe we go talk to Ralph at the hut. If he is there.
Maybe Ralph is in his shack again.
I feel like I'm gonna just hallucinate and pass out again.
Ralph?
He isn't here.
It's me, Darren. I rescued you from the cellar. I once gave you a flute by the ruin. You remember?
Yes, Darren. But I broke it. I didn't mean to.
So we're gonna ask him about himself, and then the white lady, then the building in the woods.
How you doing, Ralph?
Mr. Bobby has lost an eye.
How long were you locked in the cellar?
100 years.
Not getting any real responses that are useful.
Tell me, Ralph, have you ever come across the White Lady?
I know lots of white ladies and men. They've got overalls on. They have needles and knives. They stab with them. They're evil.
And here in the woods, are there white ladies here too?
One, yes. She runs around here looking for someone. But she won't find Mr. Bubby. I hide him.
So I took an opportunity, by the way, to go in the menu in between the last recording and this one, and just see how many pictures there are to unlock and how many mini games there are to unlock. And I've unlocked exactly one picture by taking a picture of the Black Mirror Castle, and one mini game by playing the Centipede clone on the PC. And there's 4 mini games, and there's about 22 pictures, which tells me that there's a ton of stuff I am just not getting pictures of, and I'm probably not going to find all of it.
Bells behind the slats. In that case, they are small auxiliary bell towers.
Like, the last thing I want to do is go talk to the priest again. But what else am I supposed to do? I'm looking for fireworks. Maybe go back to the city. We're already here. Let's see if we've got anything new to say to the guy, and then I'm gonna fast travel back to the city. I imagine the city is where I need to be.
Hello, Father.
Yeah, he's got nothing new to say.
Back, Adrian.
Thanks for the help.
May the Lord be with you.
So we could look at the diary. Now I'm seeing ghosts. Or see through. She had the Gordon family crest on her belt and a blood stain over her heart. Like, yeah, I imagine I will resolve those questions at some point, but first things first, I need to find fireworks. This museum entrance would still be done, and I don't think that the talking to her would resolve anything new, but we could try it. I still get a feeling that there might actually be entire lines of dialogue that I still may have to do for the gravestone quest.
It would seem she doesn't want to be bothered at this time of day.
Alright, that solves that. Alright. We have the river, we have the cafe, we have the phone, we have the old-fashioned shop, we have the police station, we have the pub. Still don't feel like I'm gonna be allowed in the pub. We'll see.
No matter how big my problems are, if I walk through this door, they'll multiply drastically.
Yeah. So that's never going to be a solution. Let's double click on the cafe and talk to Denise. Now she has a...
I don't want to disturb her from doing nothing any longer. And anyway, I don't know anyone who does nothing as beautifully as Denise.
Yeah, there's nothing new that she would have to say. With some pathetic
They look
flowers.
really pathetic, but still better than cheap plastic ones.
In the door.
I better not go in there right now, or Denise will bar me from the place.
I guess we could go to the police and turn over
Shop's
the
already
evidence.
closed.
And we could just talk to the police and say, here's a picture of Angelina starting the fire.
You can't live in more place for nothing all year.
Damn, I think Tom's coming.
Ah, what you on about? It's just one more week.
Just in time. They almost saw me. The museum is already closed at this time of day.
So wait, what am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to go back?
As long as Tom and Nat are in the village square, I'd better stay away.
Oh, so the game is just literally telling me you can't go that way. You can either go to the woods, or you can go to the hotel. But you can't do anything else. And, let's see. I don't know if there's really a reason to go to the lighthouse. In fact, the lighthouse may even be blocked off from being a fast travel location, because either I've forgotten where it was, or it should be right here. The tumble down building, we could go back there. There's a bunch of electronics junk at the tumble down building. Let's fast travel here first and see. Maybe if I double click in here and go back into his office, maybe there is like some fireworks or something. I know those replica keys made noise. Yeah, there's nothing to click on in here. And so I'm moving rather fast
Only a load of junk in it now.
to try and do this as fast as possible.
I don't need that. I'm already in my own horror film.
Okay. Let's try the tumble down building as they're describing it. I could go get the gun back. I still have the key. I have ammunition. But I don't know how you'd make firecrackers with bullets. Here, you know what? Let's see what happens if we put ammunition in the gas tank. Nothing. Like, we'll need the gas out of it at some point, but I don't have a canister.
I can't really see much, but it smells as if there could be still gas in it.
Yeah, what have I gotten? I have a candle and kind of nothing else.
A pile of junk. Old radios, wireless equipment, hard disks, and God knows what else. If ever I need anything like that, I'll know where to come.
Unless we're supposed to go back down to the cellar?
No. Phil's down there. He's pretty mad.
Is Phil... Phil is still stuck down there. Then who was Tom talking to? Then.
Better get out of here while you still can. Just you wait.
Oh man. Crossing in the wood. Nice. To the lighthouse. We'll go.
No, I'd rather go there by daylight.
Okay, so we can't go to the lighthouse. Alright. This is not leaving a lot of options. We can go back to the church and see if we need to break into the preacher's house or something. If I trusted this game's logic, which I absolutely do not, the solution should be within 3, maybe 4 screens of Black Mirror Castle. Like, I shouldn't have to walk this far away. Like, here we have an old door with a window. And this door.
Hello? No one there.
Yeah, so that doesn't do anything. Of his large gravestones with everything lit up.
Aha, William Gordon, my great-grandfather. One of those who died in 1981. So, he can't have been buried anonymously.
Is there anything else that we really need to look at? Not really. This is frustrating, to say the least. Let's see, Samuel's grave. There's no pictures. Back to Black Mirror Castle. Alright, double click on this. What if we were to put the bullets in the cement mixer? Maybe they would rattle, maybe they would go off, maybe that would distract everybody. How that directly equates or makes logical sense for a firecracker, I don't know. Alright, maybe we put bullets in the lamp. Let's see. I'm just gonna cycle through everything and see if any item I have makes sense. I don't know how hot a bullet would have to get before it started exploding, if it would do that at all. Let's see. Let's try the lighter with the candle.
Flick. Let there be light.
Okay. So that does something. Are we really gonna have to try every single item on every other item? Yeah, I think that would be kind of ridiculous. And I think the lighter itself would probably be like, we can burn some things.
Burn that.
Yeah, but I need to stick with logical solutions. Now, over here, unless I'm supposed to use the light with the rock, I don't know what else I should do with it. Unless I'm supposed to take pictures of them. Nope. And there's nothing else here. Man, I'm just like nowhere. No freaking clue. This way to Victoria's through the hall. Unfortunately, there's a few construction workers there drinking beer. But we can change that. That's your only hint. Let's see. Try every item on the ladder. And we're just looking at the cursor to see if it goes red. Try every item on the balcony. What else can we try it on? Kinda nothing. I got the candle in this area.
An empty pot. I'm guessing the guys here have heated up their lunch in it. I have no idea what I could do with a pot at the moment. I think I'll leave it here.
So we'll just try every item on the empty pot. I'm gonna have to look at the walkthrough. I really am. Like, the frustration certainly has gotten higher and higher with each one of these puzzles as it becomes not moon logic-y even, just no logic. Like, there's not a Acme Looney Tune solution here that somebody might figure out. It's just, you would literally have to have been on the production team of this game to figure out what you're supposed to do. Let's see. And this is just leaving everything frustrating, completely and totally frustrating, unless you're supposed to use an item with the hull, but I have not seen any solution that's worked that way either. So did we really even get anything done today? Not too much. Man, 30 minutes down and really nothing happened, and all I can do is whine and complain about it. Like, there's really nothing else to say or do. I'm gonna have to look at the walkthrough and figure out what in the world I'm supposed to do. You would have thought the white ghost would have been my clue and I should have followed her, but the game never gave me any kind of control of the character to follow her. When I went to the next screen that it looked like she went to, she wasn't there, so I couldn't follow her then. You would think that somewhere around here there would be an obvious larger amount of items and interactable things to work with to get the goal accomplished of getting people out of Black Mirror Castle. I'm really not certain that I just didn't miss something and am gonna have to fast travel far away from this position. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to further follow me on a myriad of social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, you can support me through Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.